If you could just kind of, summarize in your own words why it's never too soon, I think that might help them.
Yes. So I think this is what I say to people. I understand when parents are like, whoa, you want to teach my 5-year-old sex and relationship education? That's ridiculous. Like, absolutely not. And I think it's because potentially the wording around it isn't the best way to word it, because we're not teaching your child in reception about a penis going into a vagina and how you can get STIs. We would be teaching them about body parts and like consent and relationships and things like that. At that age, it is very much more kind of like consent and relationship education rather than sex education. So I think some parents hear the word sex and they're like, whoa, like no. So I think it's obviously up to the schools to be a bit more like, no, this is actually what we're talking about here. We're not talking about that comes later on, essentially. So I think when I say, we need to teach, like 5-year-old sex ed, I don't mean, talking about like anal sex or things like that. I mean consent and understanding like, oh, if you go to hug your friend and they back away, like they don't want to be touched, and like understanding body language, and just things like that. And then you develop, as they get older and go into like key stage 2 and then secondary school, you develop on what's like appropriate for them to learn.